Guys, welcome back. So the same previous example we will try to understand through Eclipse, and we can see here is in the student class. Here what you have fields ID which is not private, and there is no encapsulation here. Now when I call from the outside class, I can directly access the variable, right? And if I run that, there will not be any problem. This code will work fine. In fact, you will get output also. See, there is no problem. This code is working fine. There is no problem at all. You are able to run that. Why there is no any print statement? Because I am not printing anything here, so it is working fine. Now someone will go and he will change here, let's say integer. Assume that he will go and he will change to integer. Now what will happen here? The person, the client who is calling your code, he has to go and change everywhere. Let's say this variable is used in 50 classes. You need to go and change all the 50 classes because you have changed the type. What you did, you have changed the type. Then how do you overcome that? Okay, let's say you have changed the type, but you don't want this caller to get any issue. So how do you do that? Use encapsulations. Make this as a private. Okay, select this, right click, go to source, generate getter and setter. Sorry, I did a mistake. Go to source, go to generate getter and setter, which is not declared as a type variable. In the declared, select a field which is not declared as a type variable or type that declares such fields. Okay, is I can use only wrapper class? I don't think so, but let's see that. Oh, edit. I cannot write int, so I cannot write primitive data type. There is a reason for that which I will explain you. Generate. So you can see that getter and setter got generated. Now you have data type integer. This is the wrapper class, guys. This is not int data type. Actually I should able to do that int here, and though you have int here, do not change this to int, keep this a string. Okay, and what you do here is you write a string dot, you have to write some code here, value of id. Okay, okay. Now this getter, what output it will give? It will give a string output, but while setting you have to take input as a string. I will tell you why I am trying to do so. And when you do here, you have to set like integer dot parseInt. So integer is the wrapper class, guys. It has a method called parseInt where you can parse the string into the integer. Anyways, I will cover this wrapper class, you will understand very well. Here try to understand the concept. So here this id is nothing but integer. I am converting to the string, and here while setting I am taking the string data and I am converting to the integer, because through this setter we will be initializing this field. Why I am doing that, you will understand. What is happening for now? Since this guy was public and it was a string, your program was working fine. The moment you made integer, okay, your program was giving compile time issue. To overcome that, we have created getter and setter. But here, when we are getting that, return type is the string. When we are setting that, the data type is equal to a string. Why so? Because I don't want this caller should change anything when there is any change in your side. So instead of calling this, what this guy can do is he can call dot set id. okay, and still he will supply 5, right? If he has this kind of coding, is he really bother? And let's say he has he is expecting a string data, so he has st dot, let's say, get id. So if he has this kind of coding, is he really bother whether you have changed here a string to integer? No, right? See, there is no implications, because this guy is calling set id, this guy is calling get id. Here this guy expectation is, let's say, to be more specific so that you will understand better. Here he has a logic like this. Here he has a data is equal to this, and this guy has written this return type as is equal to a string. So what this guy always want? Return type string, and what he wants to set as a string. So whenever he has this kind of coding, and whenever you have changed at your side, there is no impact, because earlier you had here a string, right? You also had here a string when this was a string. You have now changed to integer. That logic you can write here. If someone is getting the data, you can give the string data by writing the logic. When you are setting the data, you can set the integer data by writing the logic. But this caller has no implication. Nothing this caller will do. If tomorrow go and change to here, let's say, long also, assume that long. Okay, what you can do? You can write long dot parse long. See, these are all wrapper class which I will cover, and then same thing will work, right? So any data type if will change here, there is no implications. But if you are referring the field directly without getter and setter, will we end up with doing changes across entire project. So this is the benefit of encapsulations, right? In the next video I will talk about some more example. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this.